Don't make me drop this. Let's make one instead. We're going to put an F-bomb on a stress ball. See? You'll always have a smile inside. For this project, we will need black yarn, red yarn, gray yarn, a little fluff, just a little bit, scissors, an H hook, a G hook, and a yarn needle. All right, let's begin. We will start with a slip knot in the black yarn. Yes, I'm sorry, black yarn. And an H hook. Good. Chain 2. Now put 9 half double crochets in the second chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3. Don't lose that end there. That's what we're going to snug it up with afterwards. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take that little end, pull it real good, pull it till it squeaks. There you go. Now, slip stitch into the top of the first half double crochet that you made. There. I find that a lot easier than a magic circle. And if you need a bigger circle, you just put your slip stitch farther up along on the yarn so that you have plenty of room for it to expand. All right. Second round, chain 1, and do a half double crochet increase in each stitch around. Let's put in 2 half double crochets in each of the 9 stitches that we made. So when you get around, you should have 18 stitches in round 2. And then slip stitch into the top of your first half double crochet. There you go. Well, it's hard to see. Right there. There. All right. Chain 1. For round 3, you're going to do 1 half double crochet and then a half double crochet increase. Half double crochet and then half double crochet increase. 1 in this stitch and 2 in the next, all the way around. And you should have 27 stitches there. Slip stitch into your first half double crochet there. That's 3 rounds. Now you're going to make 3 more rounds without any increases. Just 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. And just like that, we have 6 rounds. That was some magic right there. All right. So now you see it's the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That gives you a nice little cup to put your stress ball in. Oh, it's right in there so nice and snug. Now, we want to close that ball up around that ball. Close the cover up. All right, chain 1. You may want to pull this away from the ball a little bit. Make 1 half double crochet and then make a half double crochet decrease. 1 half double crochet and then a half double crochet decrease. And you're going to do that all the way around so you can get back to 18 stitches. Okay, there you go. Now, chain 1, and for round 8, you do half double crochet decreases all the way around. All right, you got a little bit circle left there. Just chain 1 and do a single crochet decrease. Single crochet decrease. Just to fill in that hole. Four single crochet decreases and then a slip stitch into that 9th stitch to close it up. There. And then we've covered your little stress ball completely. Okay. Push through it. Pull it through, tighten it up. And take a look, is there any holes? You can weave this end back and forth to completely close up that last place. And then make a little knot and hold the rest of that end right in there. There we go. Now this is where we started. That's the bottom. And this is where we ended up. That's the top. It doesn't have that nice circle on the top because it's just all the stitches coming together. So that's where we're going to put the fuse. We'll cover that up. All right, first we have to make an F. We're going to make the F with the G hook. So the stitches are a little smaller. Right. Make a slip knot with your red thread, or really it could be any color you want, but I like the look of them black and red and gray. Okay, chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to work in the back bump. Usually we work in the top of the V to go back. Right? But if you work in the back bump, then you get a nice edge on both sides of your work. We're going to make single crochets in the back bumps. Another good thing about the back bump is that you can start right from the beginning and put a single crochet right there. So you will have 9 single crochets when you go across these 9 chains if you're working in the back bumps. Now you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and work back in the back bumps. So you'll have 4 single crochets working back to your post of your F. Oops. So now it looks like this. You flip this up like this and slip stitch into the next stitch on the post of the F so that it's going the correct way. I'll show you that again. Try to keep my hands out of the way. So when you come back on the back bumps, this line of stitches is above your post. Just flip the post around. Flip it around like that. And slip stitch into that the very next stitch on your post. And that attaches the top part of the F. So, now, slip stitch 3 times. 2, 3. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And work back in the bumps. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch into the next stitch on your post. And I like to slip stitch all the way down. 1, 2, into the bottom. 3, and that makes a nice F. Upside down, right side up, still F. 1, 2. Now you'll leave a long tail for sewing. Bring the end of that through your work. Weave in this little guy. Attach this to your ball. Find the bottom of the ball again and place your F right at the circle. It'll be covering round 2. And place it on the ball as straight as you can get it. You may want to pin it down, or you can just course correct as you go. Let's put our yarn needle on the end. See my handy dandy needle threader? Okay, so I'm at the bottom here, and I'm going to just start sewing this on. Picking up a little black yarn and whip stitching it through the red. And as I go, I make sure that the crossbars of the F are straight. You can do a running stitch where it's more convenient. A whip stitch where you want the corners to really stay down. Sew it on there. Make sure it's straight at the top. You're on. You use the rounds as your guide. To make them come around the ball. You're putting straight lines on a on a curved surface, so it's not going to be perfect. But just so that people can tell that it's definitely an F, right? No problem. So come across the top. I get that corner down. I have to square up my corners over the whip stitch, and then down the side. I just barely made it with the yarn. Playing yarn chicken. All of a sudden, it's okay. Tie a knot. And just take your hook, put that end down underneath that, inside the ball. Easy peasy. And there you have an F ball. All right. Now all we have to do is put a fuse on top. With that, we go back to our H hook and we grab some gray yarn, or whatever color yarn you want your fuse to be. And chain 2. Slip stitch, chain 2. This time we're putting 8 half double crochets in the second chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, don't lose that end, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, now pull that in tight, pull it tight, and slip stitch into the top of the first half double crochet we made. For round 2, we're going to work in the back loops only. Usually we go under, these leaves, right? But this time we're just going to do this back loop, go into this back loop. And you can pick up some of the barb behind the back loop if you can. It's not necessary. Chain 1, back loop only, single crochet in the next back loop, and then in the third back loop you put 2 single crochets. This will just ease it up a little bit so our cap won't be too puckered. So you do a single crochet, and then a single crochet increase, single crochet, and a single crochet. You're done. All right, slip stitch at the top of the first single crochet you made, and then turn it right side out. This is the right side. You know it's the right side when you see that little coin, and then you see all those exposed front loops that we didn't work into. Makes it look nice and fusy, doesn't it? A little fuse top. Chain 1 and do another single crochet round without any increases. Okay, so we're going to have 10 stitches in this round. 10 single crochets around. So the bottom of your fuse cap is going to be just slightly bigger than the top. Slip stitch into the top single crochet of that round, Now give yourself a nice long piece. Nice long tail on this one. Because this tail is not only going to sew this to the top of the ball, it's going to be this fuse part that sticks out too. Okay? And that your end can be a little more stuffing. Pull that end through, boop, the long end through, and take that little piece of fluff and stick it in the cap. That's the only stuffing you need for this project. Okay, so now you got a nice stuffed little cap. Doesn't take much at all. Put your yarn needle on the end of the gray thread. And find where you want this cap to be. Now, the very top of your F, it should be right there, right on the top. So it looks like that. Right. Just hold it down and go around picking up a piece of black and going through edge of the brick. Piece of the black and the next stitch of the brick. All the way around. Keep looking at it. Course correction. Even if you pin it down, don't trust that it's going to stay where you pinned it down. Unless you pin them straight into the ball, I don't know. But that might work. But you always have to make sure you're going the right direction. And remember that it's just yarn. Make it work for you. Tell it what you do. So once you're all the way around, then you make your knot. And then send the needle straight up through the cap and out the center of the top of the cap. Where all the eight stitches come together. Okay? Like that. Now you can take your needle off and pick up your G-hook again. Put your G-hook right in the middle of that cap and then find something. Find something to hook onto. Yarn over, pull up, so that you have a loop on your hook. You see that? Stick it in the center, find a little piece of yarn, right? Yarn over and pull up so that you have a loop coming out of the top of that fuse cap. And then you just chain, maybe 8 or 9 chains. 6, 7, 8, 9. Pull it all the way through. Now you can trim. I left plenty, didn't I? Trim it to be like 1.5 inches or so. And then unfurl those 4 plots. Right? Unfurl those 4 plots. This is a great stash buster project. They sell very well at most markets. And you can have a basket of these on your table for impulse buys. This is definitely an impulse buy. No one went to market looking for one of these. All right. And there you have it. Your F-bomb covered stress ball. Good for squeezing and throwing. Just be careful. Well, thank you very much for playing with me today. As always, stay crafty. And check out fibermagic.com and subscribe to my newsletter. And then you'll get all the latest things that I'm doing and where I will be in person and blah, blah, blah. But until then, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.